Previously on Dream Team.
Just arrived. Are you going to open it?
No. Hello?
Linda Block, you've got some explaining to do.
I'm selling the club.
You've already found a buyer.
I've found 25,000.
Where the hell have you been, Lenny? The post's already half an hour late.
It's time to sell your club.
Mr. Oh my God.
Cindy said she'd marry me.
I slept with her.
It just went off.
You killed my daughter.
Unbelievable. Ryan Naismith and Gavin Moody coming to blows. Only one result. Red card for both. Harchester down to 9 men after disgraceful scenes here at the Dragon's Lair.
Amy, I want those two in my office right now.
No, you don't. You've got to come with me.
And Alex Dempsey can't bring himself to look at Gavin Moody as the youngster makes his way off.
Wait! You want to ask me? Try hurting me!
Shut it, Naismith. What do you think you're doing out there?
Me? How is this my fault? You know what? We'd be winning if you could just pass a ball.
Me? Do you miss your doggy, do you? Is that it?
It's my doggy. What are you doing?
You heard us.
Hey, sick up! Ah!
Stop it!
Jesus!
Get in the changing rooms now! Get changed and get to management and wait there!
Get off!
It's not necessary.
Ah!
Don't, you'll be starting something major.
Ah! Get off!
Calm down. Right now. If you get arrested, you can kiss goodbye to the World Cup. Now, let's go and talk about this in my office.
Ryan, get back in now! What's going on?
I don't know. Checks from the fans.
Where's Mario? Hello, security. This is Linda Block. Could you tell me whether Mario Ruopolo has left the building, please? What do you mean, what does he look like? He's a... You know what, it doesn't matter.
Linda, I came up here to find him.
You did what?
Look, after everything he made me do to Felix, I had to. So I came up here, I'm sorry, but I did. And then I bumped into Lenny.
Lenny who?
He works in the post room. He had 2 bags with him. He said he'd been told to come up and collect them. And then he got in the lift and he was gone. And that's when I saw the boardroom.
What, you think he stole them?
I don't know. All I know is he was gone before I could raise an alarm.
Well, let's just go down to the post room, see if he's still there, and let's not jump to any conclusions, because we really shouldn't.
Mrs. Block, Ashley told me to come up here and wait for the gaffer.
Here's fortune for Charlton, finding Romadal, who's come on as a second-half substitute. Breezes past Damien Evans. Danger here for Harchester. Darren Bent! Blazes wildly over, but it was a good chance. And Alex Dempsey has seen enough. Tactical substitution here from the Harchester manager. He's taking off Casper and Eugene Rose. And all it would seem from this switch is that Harchester are hoping for a replay at the Valley. Darren Tyson and Warren Bennett to come on.
Mrs. Block, this is Hannah.
Lenny Clark, where is he?
Lenny's gone. He left the company.
What?
He was made redundant. Today was his last day.
Where did he sit?
Over there.
Have you got a picture of him?
Of course.
Linda, what is it?
I need to find him. I need Lenny's address.
Still, it's goalless. Not long to go in this FA Cup quarter-final. Harchester still have some defending to do. It's Darren Ambrose! Good save, Alex O'Meara. Harchester goalkeeper has been in sparkling form. Good job as well, as Charlton press once more. It's Brian Hughes with a volley, and O'Meara's there again, single-handedly keeping his side in this tie. The 9 men continue to hang on. Tyson away. It's going to come straight back though. In goes Danny Sullivan. Heroics from those two. Very little time left now for Charlton to get the winner, which they have been threatening, and it is a replay at the Valley. But a day of celebration as the fans buy control of the club ends with Harchester now facing the wrath of the Football Association as Naismith and Moody are sent off.
That was huge!
But you did it. I love you. Does anyone love this guy? I love you more than your mother.
Stop messing around, Casper. I want you all changing up in the players' lounge in 20 minutes.
Where are they?
I sent Gavin to your office.
What, just Gavin?
Ryan refused to stay.
Come on, hurry up!
He wants to try cheering out. That was amazing.
Why does he want us in the players' lounge so quick?
Weren't we supposed to go and meet the owners?
Yeah, come on, boys, hurry up! Let's go, Danny! Get in there! Get up! What the hell did you think you were playing at? You played what? 10 games for this club? Nothing. You're a nobody. And you treat the fans, your own teammates, like that? Who do you think you are? You're gone. At the end of the season, you're gone.
What?
Believe me, if the transfer window was still open, I'd get rid of the pair of you.
He started it.
He started it? He started it! How old are you? Now, you're going to go out there and sit in front of those cameras and you're going to tell them how sorry you are. And you and Ryan are going to shake hands and say that it was nothing.
But you don't know what he done.
And I don't care! You are paid thousands of pounds a week to leave your private life at home. Do you understand? Wait there.
Yep. Ryan, it's Alex. You went home?
Yep.
Yeah? Well, now you're going to come back again.
Why?
Because you and Gavin are going to shake hands and make up for the cameras.
Why?
Because that's what you're going to do.
No.
I'm sorry?
Well, I don't see why I should. He killed my dog.
You know, I could go to the police. Don't they put people in prison for that these days?
You're not going to do that.
Well, are you asking me as a favour?
No, I'm telling you as your boss. Now get back here right now.
You know what? 2 favours.
In one day is a bit too much for me.
Sorry to bother you, Alex, but the press are beginning to get a bit restless. And so's Mr. Jenkins.
Who?
He's the chairman of the Supporters Association. He's got a press conference about the fans' takeover.
But that's Linda's business, not mine.
I can't find her anywhere. And the press are waiting.
For God's sake. Fine, I'll do it.
Now this, boys, I am looking forward to.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming. 2 of our players let the fans and their teammates down today. And you'll hear from them in a separate press conference. But this afternoon, I think we should focus on one thing. The sale of Harchester United to the fans. I'd like to introduce you all to Brian Jenkins. He's the chairman of Harchester Supporters Association.
Where's this mystery owner?
He and Linda are sorting out the finer details of the exchange.
Oh, he's actually standing us up. He's good.
Firstly, I'd like to congratulate Alex on a fine performance this afternoon. Whatever the circumstances, we were down to 9 men, and we got a result! Incredible. Now to the small matter of the sale of the club. On behalf of the supporters of Harchester United, I'd like to thank the Dragon Corporation from the bottom of my heart. Mario Ruopolo has given us back our club at great personal expense. He's ploughed £80 million of his own money into building a team that can compete in the Premiership. And now he's sold it to us for £2.5 million. This selfless act should be a wake-up call to all those who benefit from greed and corruption throughout the sport. Mr. Ruopolo is a great, great man, and I, for one, cannot wait to shake him by the hand.
Amy. Mario Ruopolo is Lenny Clark. I've been duped by a post-room man and let him steal $2 million of the fans' money.
Feeling better?
No. How could I be so stupid?
How could you have known? No one knew what he looked like.
Yeah, but there were questions I could have asked. I mean, selling an £80 million business for $2.5 million, it's just stupid. I mean, why didn't I know? Why didn't I ask? Why?
Look, let's just get you home and then we'll call the police.
No.
Linda, we've got to.
Amy, no. I'll be finished. I'm maybe I'll be a laughing stock. This job, this club and this job, it's all I've got.
Hey, all right. Let me just take you home and then we'll talk about it.
I can try.
No, you can't.
Mr. Jenkins, Paul Slavin, Sky Sports News. Are you happy with the current management of the club?
We were surprised when they appointed someone with so little experience. And I know he won't mind me saying this, up to now it's been a bit of a mixed bag. But if he can keep us in the cup...
Alex, how do you feel about all this?
What do you mean?
I mean, Mr. Ruopolo may have done the fans a favour, but he seems to be playing fast and loose with your life.
I think we've had enough questions for one day, thank you.
But Alex, how do you respond to this?
Did you find Linda?
No, her phone's off. Simon Handley called. The FA have set the hearing for the day after tomorrow. They want you to attend.
How do I send an email to the Dragons Corp?
I don't know. Amy deals with all of that. Anyway, the server's still down. Is there anything else I can do?
No, you go home. Hello, is this the Dragon's Corp?
Hello, Amy. Please leave a message.
Talk to me. Why are you hiding behind a machine? You come here, you tell me that my whole life has been determined by a bet, and then you flog this club off for nothing. Is that part of the bet too? You want to know how I cope? Who am I in competition with now, eh? Mourinho? You're a coward, you're manipulative, and you're a cruel son of a...
Gavin? Is that you? Where have you been? I looked everywhere for you after the game. I've been worried.
Have you been drinking?
Come to think of it, yeah, I have. We're not going to ask what happened.
The sending off? Yeah, I saw. But, hey, it wasn't your fault.
No? And how'd you work that out?
I don't know.
Do you want to know?
Want to know what?
I shot his dog.
What? Gavin?
Why you are in the darkness? And why the bar's not open? Look, I'm sorry for you, okay? For your dog. But to fight in the game, to get sent off...
Spare me a lecture, Pedro.
You want I to turn the light on?
No.
Okay. Look, he is, or he was, a good dog. And you know I don't like much. But this one I come to like in the end. Look, I will also miss from him.
Mario Ruopolo has given us our club back, and he's done it at great personal expense. Mr. Ruopolo is a great...
Linda, turn it off.
Cannot wait to shake him by the hand.
Look, you're not going to do yourself any good watching it. Here, take these.
What are they?
Just to help you sleep. They're herbal. I take them all the time. Look, we really need to go to the police. I mean, we're not equipped to deal with this ourselves.
It was handwriting. It was the same handwriting. Why did it never occur to me that someone would try and forge it? Maybe Lenny wrote all those letters. Maybe they were all from him. Maybe the real owner never wrote to me at all. Maybe that can't be right.
Look, try and get some sleep.
How did it all go so wrong?
Don't know. But I know you'll find a way to fix it.
Right now, there are as many questions as answers, and no sign of the mysterious Mr. Ruopolo, who seems determined to keep his identity secret to the last. Here come the Supporters Club representatives now. Let's see if we can get a word. Mr. Jenkins! Mr. Jenkins, a quick word for Sky Sports News. Mr. Jenkins, can I ask you what it feels like in the cold light of day to own a football club?
It feels fan-bloody-tastic. Sorry.
And what are going to be your first moves?
Well, as you know, with only 6 weeks left to the end of the season, got to start looking for new players.
Where will the money come from now that Mr. Ruopolo's millions are no longer at your disposal?
Well, actually, we've had a few thoughts about that. This is a message to Messrs. Berezovsky and Grzinski. Come and invest in Harchester United. Stand for election as our president.
I'll get it. You finish your breakfast.
How you doing, me man? You want also training? Hey, come on, sit down. Sit down, come on.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know anywhere else to go.
Where have you left it?
I just told her I needed time to think. Can't even tell her I know. You think I'm a mug, don't you? You all do.
Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. If you love her, then...
I want not to. I really do.
get going.
I can't. How could I go back to that club again?
I know it's hard. But the longer you leave it, the harder it's going to get. Take it from someone who knows.
Surely if it was fraud, would have heard from the Dragon's Court by now, wouldn't we?
Mrs. Block, I can honestly say this is the most exciting day of our lives. I do hope you'll forgive us for coming in without an appointment, but there's so much to do. We just wanted to get started right away.
Right. Oh, well, of course, Amy will show you into the boardroom.
We can't. You've got meetings?
Oh, yes, we do. So, why don't you make them some coffee?
Linda,
Not then.
we need to talk. Look at this.
What?
It's from the Dragon's Court. I don't understand it.
Heard your tirade?
I rang him last night.
I've never bet on you. I've never met you. I've had no idea what you're talking about. Tell Linda Block to call me immediately. When did you get this?
Just now, the server's just come back up.
The servers were down.
Yeah. Linda, are you okay?
Oh, no.
Linda, what's going on?
Someone to see you.
Linda Block. Long time no see.
Inspector Burrows?
It's Detective Chief Inspector nowadays. I was the investigating officer when Prashant Datani, a former chairman of this club, was killed.
Yeah, and I served my time.
We hear about your call, the stolen money.
Linda, I had to.
He's phoning the police. What? Look, I tell him that it's not a good thing, but he does not listen to me.
Naismith, are you out of your mind?
You are?
Please tell me you didn't call the police.
Killing a dog is a crime, and Moody's going to pay for it.
Well, then I want you to call him back and tell him it was a mistake.
No.
Listen, mate, it's only that fan thing that kept your fight off the back pages.
Some of us actually want to go to Germany this summer. And if we get a good cup run, it's going to help, all right? But we can't do it if you're suspended.
We cannot afford to have you banned.
I'm not the one who's going to be banned.
Listen, mate.
He killed my dog.
Don't do anything silly, Naismith.
Stay cool. Don't let him wind you up.
You knew at 6 o'clock last night that the man was a fraud, and you waited all this time to call us.
I guess I just wanted to believe there was some other kind of explanation.
We can go anywhere we like. We own this place. And we want some answers. What's all this they're saying in the news?
I don't know. What are they saying?
That Mario Ruopolo is a character in an Italian film.
Il Postino. I knew I'd heard it somewhere.
And that some people have tried to sell their shares and been told that they're not kosher. What's going on?
It appears to be that we all have been victim of some kind of fraud.
Fraud?
Yes, Mario, the owner, might not actually be the owner.
Answer me straight, Linda. Do we or do we not own this football club?
No. You don't. I'm sorry.
What a difference a few hours can make. This morning, Harchester's fans were over the moon at the prospect of running their beloved club. This afternoon, joy has turned to despair as they realise they've been robbed. They're asking how could it possibly happen, calling their chief executive the stupidest woman in Britain. Here's what Mrs. Block had to say at a hastily convened press conference just moments ago.
The man I knew as Mario Ruopolo was in fact Leonard Clark. Until yesterday, when he was made redundant, Mr. Clark was a member of the staff here at the club. The police are doing all they can to apprehend him and get our fans their money back. All I can do is apologise to everybody from the bottom of my heart for this terrible misjudgment on my part. I've already emailed my letter of resignation to Dragon's Corp.
Can you tell us what job Mr. Clark did for the club?
He worked in mail distribution.
Il Postino? The postman?
Do you think this is funny?
Isn't it?
An employee of this club just stole £2.5 million from its fans. Yeah, it's hilarious. Will you think of the effect this is going to have? The press are going to crucify us, all of us.
What? It's not our fault.
They don't care. They are looking to hang and dock anyone connected with Harchester United right now. We have 2 key players facing an FA hearing tomorrow. They're going to lock them up and throw away the key, and that'll be the end of our season.
He's right. Tell them what they should do.
We should all chip in 2 weeks' wages.
Yeah, good one.
Help pay back the fans.
Look, I've got lawyers' bills you wouldn't believe, what with this divorce and everything. The club can look after themselves.
The club didn't steal the money. Il Postino did. Legally, the club can wash their hands of it.
And that's going to give the boys a fair hearing at the FA?
No, of course not. Naismith's a loose cannon. For all we know, he's gone home, he's opened the cupboard, he's seen all the cans of doggy chow lined up, thrown another wobbly and driven down the local Nick. There's only one person who can really make this right.
What?
Apologise to the man.
Me apologise to him?
I'm just asking you to be an adult, Gav. Accept some responsibility. Took 2 to tango. At least he had the guts to come and tell you the truth. He could have just let you marry her, then where would you be? You, on the other hand, shot his dog.
It was an accident.
Was it really? Picking birds out of the sky for fun. Too good a shot to hit him by accident.
I was angry. I had these pictures in my head of him and Cindy. It just came towards me. His dog. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't tell us, mate. Tell him.
Hector, você é louco.
Você é louco. Você.
Oh, wait, look who's there. It's alright. What are you doing here?
I need to talk to you.
Are you trying to get me killed? The man has already shot my dog.
He won't even talk to me. I think he's left me. Look, you have to tell me what happened. I'm not leaving Ryan.
5 minutes. Let's get you inside before anyone sees you.
How much money have you lost? £250. I'm waiting for that money. Who she thinks she is?
They're asking how could it possibly happen, calling their chief executive the stupidest woman in Britain. The stupidest woman in Britain. The stupidest woman in Britain.
Very angry. It's disgusting. We lost money. We've been con, mate, and I've lost my money.
This afternoon, joy has turned to despair as they realise they've been robbed.
He delivered the post for 6 years. Why didn't she recognise him? Why didn't she check him out? We trusted him because we trusted Linda Block. It's not our money they've stolen. It's our dreams. Get out.
No one's ever going to look at me again without laughing, are they, Amy?
That's not true.
I'll get the money back. I'll get it back. And then I'm gone.
About the money.
You read it.
Regarding your request for $2 million.
I told him it was partly his fault. If he'd have shown himself, this never could have happened, could it?
Request denied. May I remind you, I have already spent 10 bailing you out over Hector.
I'm finished.
I know one could have made the same mistake. I believed him.
I'm paid not to make mistakes like that. Let you down as well. I'm gonna miss you.
Gavin, what do you do here?
I need to see Ryan.
He's not home. You cannot come in.
Dare try and make out this bike.
No.
You came on to me, remember?
I didn't.
Oh, come on, hanging out that dress, making the big eyes. Would I be here with you if I were with Gavin? Is that true? Oh, Jesus. Is it true, Cindy?
It's a stupid mistake. It didn't mean anything.
I came to tell you I was sorry. And I am. About the dog. He didn't deserve what I did. But you're scum. Lying, cheating, scum. I hope the FA ban you forever. I hope you never get to a World Cup. And anything I can do to make that happen, believe me, I will. Jeez. Gavin, mate, come back!
Ryan Naismith, Sky News. Can you just give us a moment to give us your reaction to the theft of the fans' money?
No!
I understand some of the players drink here. Can we speak to them, maybe?
I said no!
Well, you'll only take a moment of your time.
Listen, you moron! I don't give a about some post boy. They can get out my way and off!
Did you get it?
Yep. I don't give a about some post boy. They can get out my way and off!
Just the latest in a season of shame here at the Dragon's Lair. A season that's seen deliberate injuring of players, disruption to England's World Cup preparations, and players fighting on the pitch, and even the club defrauding its own fans. Is it any wonder people are beginning to ask whether Harchester United still has a future in English football?
I'm sorry, Cindy, but he doesn't want to see anyone right now.
This is all your fault, you know. If you hadn't tried to split us up, none of this would have ever happened.
I didn't make you sleep with Ryan Naismith. You did that all on your own.
I made a mistake. Haven't you ever? I love him. And he needs me right now. Please. You have to help me make this right.
You only saw Mr. Clark the once.
As the owner, yeah. The real owner. He went out of his way to get me to this club. And I had to find out why.
Did Mr. Clark answer your questions?
Well, he spun me a big story. Very convincing. He told me stuff about my life. Private stuff that no one else could have known except...
Except?
Linda knew. She was the one person I told.
What did I tell you? Naismith's dead, and if he's dead, we all are.
Look, there's got to be something we can do.
Sort of getting Moody to fall on his sword to the FA to say it was all him. Even then.
Casper.
Mrs. Block, brave of you to show your face.
You collect classic cars, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Well, the owner, the real one, gave me an Aston Martin Valentia a few months back. Would you buy it from me? It's just that I have to raise £2 million to pay the fans back, and he won't help me now.
Linda, slow down.
I've got these as well. They're real diamond. They're worth £8,000 apparently. He gave me them too. Look, Casper, I know you've got lots of lovely girls who would appreciate them. They're yours for £5.
I'll have a look at the car. Okay, this afternoon. Look, I'm trying to get all the boys to chip in some wages and help pay back the fans. But...
And when you suggested calling the police after you'd been to Clark's flat, what did she say?
She was panicking. She thought we could find him ourselves.
So she positively stopped you making the call?
She wasn't herself.
Or maybe she was. Miss Kerrigan, do you have any idea where Mrs. Block is right now?
No. No, I don't.
She's gone. Gav, you're gonna have to talk to her at some point. There's still a wedding booked for 2 weeks' time. Is anyone going to the hearing with you?
Sully called. The lads want a meeting.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing what they want. Gavin, would you let me help you? I know you don't want me as your agent, but you're swimming in a tank full of sharks right now and you need someone to advise you. There'll be no charge.
It's a great offer, wee man. No one I'd rather have fighting in my corner.
Why?
Let's just say that maybe I owe you one.
Gavin, on Sky Sports News, Gavin, do you have any comment to make about Ryan Naismith's outburst yesterday? What was that fight about? Gavin?
Now, come on, Damesh, you can't expect him to talk to you before he's spoken to the FA. If you're a good boy, I'll ask him to do an exclusive after it's all over. Okay?
He's coming. Look, it's best you want it here, mate.
This is a private meeting.
I'm his agent, and he's facing an FA inquiry. Nothing's private in those circumstances.
Okay. Look, I'm sure Gavin realises how serious this situation is. The whole world hates Harchester right now. And even though we had nothing to do with robbing the fans, the FA hearing means we are the one set of people that they can punish right now. Look, these are the facts. 1, we have an FA Cup replay coming up soon. We have to win that game. Winning the FA Cup is the only thing that can make things right again at this club. 2, Ryan Naismith is a key player for this team. You know this. We all know this. Without his crosses, we struggle. 3, Lucky and some of the rest of us still had hopes of going to Germany this summer, and if he's banned for 4 to 6 games, there's no way he'll be selected, and it will affect all our chances too.
Let's cut to the chase, shall we? You want Gavin to take the blame for the sendings off. I mean, even if he would consider it, how's that supposed to get Naismith off? Gavin didn't effing blind at the press. Ryan did that all by himself.
Look, Gavin knows what he did was a pretty terrible thing. Shooting the man's dog. Look, it's just the FA might understand Ryan's reaction if they knew more about it.
You've talked an awful lot about yourselves. What'd you get out of Gavin doing this? What's in it for him?
Look, Gav, you got your whole career ahead of you. You're a young lad. There'll be other chances.
What he gets is to sleep nights again. He'll know he did the right thing.
$400,000? It's worth at least $500,000. What? Why? Look, just do whatever you need to. Just make sure it's a quick sale. Yes, thank you. Goodbye.
What's going on?
I'm selling my house.
What?
And my car, and my jewellery, and anything else I can find to pay the fans back.
Why?
You know, if Casper paid 16 grand for the car, that on top of the house, I'm well over $500,000.
Linda.
At least 10 or 15 maybe for the jewellery.
The police spoke to me today.
You know, if I can just at least start to pay the fans back.
Listen to me, will ya? They think it was you.
Well, it was me. It was my fault.
The police. They don't buy a post-room guy could do all this on his own. They think you took advantage of him because you knew he had a crush on you. They don't buy he could be that stupid. I didn't mean... I was just saying...
You know, all I've ever wanted is what's best for the fans and for this club. Why would I steal from them? Why? I mean, do you know how much I'm on a year? What's the point?
We'll get through this.
Alex, I wouldn't do it.
We'll get through this.
We. Don't you want to ask me if I did it?
I don't have to.
The cars are here. Come on, Gavin.
Gav, wait. Please. I'm really sorry. But what I did, no, I never meant to hurt you. And if I don't make this World Cup, I might never make a World Cup. You know, because in 4 years' time, there'll be a whole lot of new talent, you know, players like yourself. I'm begging you, mate.
We could stay here.
We're going to. I've let too many opportunities slip by already. There's no way I'm letting you go now. Not a chance.
What about the police?
Forget the police. I love you.
I love you too.
We're gonna get through this, you and me. If the police think that they're taking you away from me, they got another thing coming.
So what's the plan?
I don't know. Find this post room guy. Find the real owner. I don't know, we'll think of something.
Hello?
Linda, it's Lenny.
Lenny?
I just wanted to say it. I'm sorry.
Where are you?
I never wanted you to take the blame for this. I'm sorry.
Lenny, you've got to tell me where you are.
Hello?
Lenny,
No, I just picked up this phone. It was ringing.
it's a payphone.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where's the payphone?
East Midlands Airport.
I need you to get me a car to East Midlands Airport now, please. Of course, Mrs. Block.
Why would you be going to East Midlands Airport? I wouldn't worry about that car if I were you.
Inspector Burrows, Lenny Clark, the man I told you about, the post room man. He's there at the airport.
Meeting him, are you?
No, he's just rang me.
I think you should come with us, don't you?
It seems to me you have a big choice to make.
How do you mean?
Well, what do you put first? The team or yourself?
They'll crucify me for dumping in it. None of them will speak to me again.
And if you admit to shooting an animal, the rest of the world will crucify you. They didn't point that out, did they?
Guess we need him. More than we need me.
Is that really the value you place on yourself? Because if it is, if you're ready to buy other people's opinions of you, then you'll never get to the top of their sport. A team has been your comfort blanket since you're 11 years old. I understand that. So one place you can call home, but Gav, growing up is about finding the courage to leave home. It's about the belief that you're worth something in your own right.
Gavin Moody, they'll see you now. Coming up. on Dream Team.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your patience whilst the committee reached their decision.
I want to see both of you in my office at once.
Your office?
It used to be Linda Block's.
No news about Lenny Clark yet.
Believe me, do you?
Ashley!
I've done some terrible things in my life.
Please go.
Previously on 24.
You've got 3 of my men and disabled the helicopter.
Nathanson may have given him information that compromises.
Jack's under fire in a brand new episode next here on Sky 1. And tonight at 10.
Right there?
That's right, Cookie.
Yep. My cream just curdled.
It's brand new Rescue Me.